Next stage, a man looking for trouble. What can you see beyond the darkness?
Hello, oh, did you see that? It just disappeared there. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the live stream. Someone subscribed while we were on the little card there, but I'll read it out in just a moment. And there's Jack Bradshaw. Woo, it's very orange in here, isn't it? It's okay, let's not worry. Maybe it's just because I've got a really nice tan from my holiday. It's not. It's because the room is orange, but that's fine.
Oh yeah. Here we go.
Here she is.
Peter Austin time.
Amy.
It's Monday Fun Day with Tiny Peter. How was your holiday, TP? So happy to catch your stream. A highlight every Monday for me. Hope you are doing well. It's Monday, my dudes.
How do we feel about Amy? I like her. I think she sounds great. She went to finishing school. She was taught elocution. Wonderful. So because I'm Brian was the first person to subscribe, but that was while we were on our little card. I think it was just visible as I switched the scene. But because I'm Brian, subscribed for 11 months via Twitch Prime and said, haven't made a live stream in a while due to work, but it's a bank holiday in Ireland. So here we are. Oh, well, happy bank holiday, Irish viewers. Congratulations on having the day off. That's great. Jack JD Bradshaw subscribed. Hey Peter, I hope you had a great time off, my dude. It's that time once again to redeem my sub voucher for the 19th time. Look at you, 19 months there. I'll mainly be lurking today so I can get this commission done, but let me tell you, being free from uni work is quite the feeling. More than a feeling. Thank you, Jack. Stephen Skodes with 200 blibs, who says, oh yeah, here we go, Peter Austin. Oh yeah, here we go, Peter Austin time. It's Monday Fun Day with Tiny Peter. How was your holiday, TP? So happy to catch a stream. A highlight every Monday for me. Hope you are doing well. It's Monday, my dudes. We think we fixed the issue we were having with the length of text to speech. And we could have switched back to normal robot lady, I think. I don't think that was anything to do with it, but why not switch to a lovely different robot lady for now. But yeah, we think it might be solved. The Will of Phil subscribed for 10 months. Thank you, The Will of Phil. No message, but just a nice 10th month of subscription there. Call me Cheska with 12 months. That's a year via Twitch Prime. Happy Monday all, says Cheska. Well, congratulations on a year there, Cheska. I'm very, very pleased with that. It's very kind of you to be with us for so long. And over on Patreon too. Barrick's son subscribed via Twitch Prime for 26 months, currently on a 22-month streak. Welcome back, TP. Thank you, Berickson. Very, very long time there with us. It's much appreciated. Datazoid for 18 months via Twitch Prime. 2 babies worth of triple jump, says Datazoid. You're absolutely right. It's bang on. 2 babies. That's how long it takes to gestate twins, isn't it? It takes you 18 months. Imagine being pregnant for that long. Must be tough. No. Brooks Existentialist, subscribe via Twitch Prime for 6 months now.
So glad to have you back this week, TP. I'm very much looking forward to your E3 streams.
Oh,
I'm nearly
Stephen.
finished with the worst games ever anniversary.
Did you accidentally put an extra zero
sometime
on
this
that?
month. I'm just putting the finishing touches on it. Very excited for you, Ben, and the Walrus Clan to see it. Have these extra bits because you are an awesome person. Team 5 Dick salute.
Oh, Team 5 Dick salute. An extra load of blips there, and we're on level 2.5 of the hype train already, well on our way to level 3. Thank you, Stephen. I'll just carry on with Brooks Existentialist. 6 months. Welcome back, TP. How was Scotland? Have not been there in 15 years. Oh, but you have been, Brooks Existentialist. Well, that's good. Scotland was lovely. The weather was as nice up there as it was in the rest of the UK, which is, not always the case.
Is there a Scottish robot lady in case you're missing your holiday?
There could be, yeah, I'm sure there is. But, I like this one. I'm a big fan. And I went on holiday with English people, so, it all kind of ties into the holiday. So I guess I'll talk about the holiday a little bit later on if people are wanting to know. But I've been in Scotland for a week, didn't stream at all last week, either solo or joint blaze it. But I'm back now. And I'm ready to play some games. 1,000 blips there from Stephen Skodes. So glad to have you back this week, TP. I'm very much looking forward to your E3 streams. It's going to be a big old week next week. We've got a lot to do, both live and non-live. You guys are going to get your flipping money's worth of content next week. You're going to have a great time. I'm really looking forward to it. I'm nearly finished.
Hello, my son.
Oh, hello.
How are you? Can't stay too long. I'm off to a Disneyland adventure by myself, going to see the new Marvel Land.
Oh, wow, that's cool. I'll get to that in just a moment. I've never heard of that, Marvel Land. I'm nearly finished with the Worst Games Ever anniversary. It might be out sometime this month. I'm just putting the finishing touches on it. Very excited for you, Ben, and the Walrus Clan to see it. Have these extra bits because you're an awesome person. Well, Stephen, thank you for your generosity. It got us through level 2 of the hype train there. 1,000 blips is an absurd amount. And the little blip symbol that is next to it in your cheer there in the chat almost looks like the Rules Boss hat, but sort of turquoise instead of purple and gold.
We went for our 5th anniversary and had a vow renewal ceremony at Loch Torridon. Can't wait to go back.
Loch Torridon? Oh, I don't know that place. I think we just got gifted a load of subs down below because the hype train's just gone mad. Deadeye Mini subscribed. 28 months. Glad to see you back from the holes. I'm away for a couple of weeks after today, so I'll have to catch up on the VODs. Hugh Lord B when I return. Thank you, Deadeye Minis, for subscribing for your 28th month there. That's all one streak too. Theo the Second via Twitch Prime has subscribed for the 25th month. Wow, that's another long time there. All of these long times happening. You're all kind of putting each other to shame. Adi Pramana with 100 blips suggesting a Scottish robot lady. Maybe I'll look for next time. That'd be good. Thank you for the blips. Elmat Nerico, Bewip, all these Bewips. Subscribed for 13 months now and currently on a 7-month streak. Hello, Walrus Clan, and welcome back, TP. Hope you enjoyed your break. I did. Thank you. Ricky Ricardo 03 with 200 blips. Hello, my son. How are you? Can't stay too long. I'm off to a Disneyland adventure by myself, going to see the new Marvel Land. Well, I hope you enjoy it. I really want to go to Disneyland Paris is...
Howdy, TP. Looks like you had a grand time. Looking forward to your super busy looking E3 schedule. Any announcements that you are hoping for?
Well, I'll let you know in a moment. So Disneyland Paris is the sort of local...
Many good afternoons, Peter and Walrus Clan beauties.
Local Disneyland for Europeans. So that's obviously the most convenient one to get to. But I don't think at Disneyland Paris they've got any Star Wars stuff. And I really want to go to Galaxy of Adventure or whatever it's called and like just have a drink in a cantina and ride the Millennium Falcon. They did have a they had a Star Wars ride at Disneyland Paris, I think, when I was younger, that I didn't go on because I was too young and I probably didn't really know what it was, and I was with my family who probably weren't that into Star Wars. I was like 6 or whatever, so maybe I didn't even know what Star Wars was back then. But even though back then Disney didn't own Star Wars, I guess they just had a sort of deal where they had a Star Wars ride, and I think 3PO talks to you on the Falcon or something. I don't know. But anyway, so I never managed to see that. But one day I'll go to Galaxy of Adventures. Is that what it's called? Is it just Galaxy Adventure? I don't know.
Yeah.
Yes. I meant to put 1,000. I've said it numerous times, sorry about that, but this channel means so much to myself and so many of us. I might actually be able to raise my Patreon tier. I got a bit of a raise from work and would like to still support you boys and the lovely Walrus clan.
Stephen.
Team 5 Dick salute.
Well, let me catch up. Hang on. The first thing I want to do is slightly de-orange my... Problem is, I sort of play with the white balance, and then just before I go live, I shut the curtains, and that removes a load of white light from the room. And therefore, how do I... That's slightly less orange. There, that's nicer. We'll have it like that. I like it like that. Brooks Essentialist with 100 blips. You went for your 5th anniversary to Scotland, had a vow renewal ceremony at Loch Torridon. Can't wait to
Disney
go back.
have had a long-standing relationship with George Lucas way before
It's
the
true.
LucasArts acquisition.
It's true.
At Paris there is Star Tours and a
Star
Hyperspace
Tours.
Mountain overlay.
That's it.
Orlando has Galaxy's Edge. I'm desperate to go there. Sorry. I'm a massive Disney park nerd.
Oh yeah, they did. They overlaid Space Mountain with Hyperspace Mountain. Oh, so I could do a little bit of Star Wars if I went to Disneyland Paris. That's cool. Brooks Essentialist, I saw a bunch of lochs while I was in Scotland, and it was great. St Mary's Loch we went to, that was one, but there were a few others as well. And reservoirs too, but they're not as... You can't go swimming in those. That's dangerous. Manta Ray Tiger, gifted ages ago, 5 subs. They've gone to Coffee Goblin, Damon Hayward, A Wild Russ appears, The Leaf Tenant, and Scrambled Ashton. Thank you, Manta Ray Tiger, for giving all of those to the community. Much appreciated. 100 blips from the L Dude Brothers. Howdy, TP. Looks like you had a grand time. Looking forward to your super busy looking E3 schedule. Any announcements that you're hoping for? I need to think about that. Ask me later in the stream and I will answer that question. Thank you, the L Dude Brothers. 100 blips from some kind of div. Many good afternoons, Peter and Walrus Clan Beauties. Thank you for the blips. Odie Lars is subscribing via Twitch Prime for 16 flipping, chuffing, blooming months in the Walrus Clan. I can't express just how much you guys have helped me out in the past nearly year and a half. 16 months is nearly a year and a half, you're right. Hype Train success, everyone. We got to level 3. Thank you, everyone who got us there. I'm going to put Choo Choo Hype Judge in the chat. There it is. Steven Skodes with 100 more blips. You meant to put 1,000. Yeah. Said it numerous times, but the channel...
Cheese and ham deltoids.
Oh, cheese and ham deltoids. But the channel means so much to myself and to many of us. I might be able to raise my Patreon tier. I got a raise from work and would still like to support you boys. Well, Stephen, there's never any pressure or expectation. I mean, keep some money for yourself if you want. Like, do whatever you like. But people are saying Galaxy's Edge. Where am I getting Galaxy of Adventure from? Is that a game or something? Galaxy of Adventure is something, but yeah, you guys are right. The thing is called Galaxy's Edge. Galaxy of Adventures is a Star... Oh yeah, that's that Star Wars animated thing. They reanimated a bunch of existing Star Wars scenes and stuff, which is also cool, but I meant Galaxy's Edge. Thank you for everyone correcting me on my rubbish Star Wars knowledge. At least it's rubbish theme park knowledge. I don't profess to know anything about theme parks, just sort of Star Wars to an extent. And then Odie Lars is filling me in there with, the Hyperspace Mountain overlay. Orlando has Galaxy's Edge. Yeah, that's it. And Star Tours. That's it. That's the one. 100 blips from Auto Carrot, Cheese and Ham Deltoids, and then we all got a little cat look and a dog in the hype train in the chat. That's great. It's probably an early 90s CBBC show, says Odie Lazarus, when I'm trying to remember what Galaxy of Adventures was. Yeah, no, it's an animated thing. Wonderful. Well, I think I'm all caught up. Thank God. Always takes me a while, doesn't it? Because you guys are too generous, especially at the start of the month, I suppose. Although, no, it's because I've been away. It was at the start of the month last week. But yeah, I guess after payday, people renew subs and things like that. I've had a haircut, by the way. Look at that. It's short now. I can actually see my ears. It's probably not that noticeable when I've got headphones on, because I always sweep it up here, and then the rest is all just covered by headphones. But look, I've done it. See? Now I can hear properly. Wonderful. Well, let me just make sure the game is launched before I switch scenes. Hello? And my controller switched off while I was... Wonderful.
Yeah.
Looking swell with the new haircut, TP.
Thanks. Thank you, Stephen, for the blips and for the kind words about my new haircut. Swell. Have I unmuted my... There we go. Blah, blah. So this is Biomutant. We did a little quipscope on this a couple of weeks ago before I went away. We got sent a code kindly from, I guess it was a PR company representing THQ Nordic. But did you go to the Turkish barber shop again, says Call Me Cheska. Sadly not. I don't live there. Oh, skip, it says. I don't live there anymore. That was in Bristol, in Bedminster, when all the other barbers were shut, and I was going to was it a family birthday or something? It feels weird, the thought that I might have been going to a family event, because it's been about 2 years since it's been safe to do so, to go and hang out with octogenarians or, whatever. I think it might have been like my grandmother's birthday. It might have been before I proposed to Amy, actually. Amy, my fiance, not Amy, the robot lady. So yeah, it might have been before I went away to the lakes, proposed to my girlfriend, and then 2 days after went straight from the lakes to a family birthday party, like an 80th birthday. So I wanted to look... Is that loud? It looks like it might be loud. So I thought, better get a haircut, and they were all shut, and it was Friday night, and I was going on the train on first thing Saturday morning at 9 a.m. I was like, oh dear. Oh, he cut the sword in half. It's a bit loud, TP, says Stephen. No worries. Turn it down a touch. Somehow. Or maybe I'll turn it up here and turn it down in my... There we go. So I've turned it down. Let me know how it is when we hear some more sounds.
How can something as beautiful
Was that all right?
as this be dying?
Be dying.
A plague is ruining the land, but the tree of life still stands. Question is, for how long? End is coming to the new world. The tribes stand divided, in need of someone strong enough to unite them, or bring them all down. This is a story with an unusual beginning. So, let's expect an unusual end.
Oh, let's.
Welcome to Biomutant.
Thank you. Thomas was alone. New game, empty slot. Let's pop it on medium. Anyway, the only place that was open was the Turkish barbers, where they cut my hair using all sorts of implements I'd never really experienced before. And then they, plucked my brows for me, which I didn't ask them to do, using flipping, it was like dental floss, which was crazy. I was like, oh, you're doing that? I didn't say anything, but I was just sort of sat there like, this is normal. I'm used to this. And then at the last second, with even less warning, he got a lighter and lit it and put it in both of my ears, which I guess is something that they do in Turkish barbers, just to sizzle off any ear hair that might be lurking. But when you're not expecting that, it's quite the surprise. Billy and Weasley subscribed via Twitch Prime for 14 months. Thank you, Billy and Weasley. So look, we've got different breeds. Primal is a nimble and developed anthropomorphic breed. A hybrid with a G mutation making them nimble and dexterous at the cost of a less developed intellect. Looks a bit... frame rate's a bit funny. Dum Don is the least developed anthropomorphic breed. A hybrid offshoot that compensate the lack of mental prowess with physical strength. Rex is an extraordinary... Yeah, it's extraordinary, not extraordinarily. It's an extraordinary, developed anthropomorphic breed. A hybrid outcast with an even DNA string, making it apt for both physical and mental challenges.
Can't stay long as I have a big deadline at work, but have a great stream and I'll catch up on the VOD later. Team 5 Peter Wave.
Team 5 Peter Wave. Georgia Lizzie H, thank you for the blips. No worries that you can't stick around, but as you say, the VOD will be available for you. Check it out later. Does that not burn? Shouts not very good at gaming. I mean, they do it real quick, and they do it so quick that you don't really feel it, fortunately, but it certainly spooks you. Rory Siegel says, can you put the camera in the bottom left so we can see all the stats? I mean, the camera for the rest of the game will very much need to be in the top right, so I'm just going to pick one. In fact, all of the stats here... I know they do change a bit, but anyway, don't worry, you won't miss out. And you'll see this in another menu later, I think. Could you do a cheetah Austin? Oh, that's a good idea. Which one looks the most like a cheetah? Well, the thing is, if you pick a breed, and then you can like actually move around your...
Define your genetic structure.
So now we've got this thing, and as we move it, look, it changes the character. Which is kind of cool. Cheetahs have probably relatively short ears. And they're kind of lanky. That looks fairly cheetah-like, body-wise. And it's got to be agile, hasn't it, if it's a cheetah? Probably not super strong. But I kind of want it to be lanky. So yeah, I'm gonna go full agility. We're gonna make Cheetah Austin. So thank you to Mattington, who subscribed for 7 months. Much appreciated. And also to Stacey M's for subscribing. Oh wow, can't believe it's been a whole year already. Walrus Clan for life.
Choose a genetic resilience.
Choose a genetic resilience. What are cheetahs resistant to? Probably pretty heat resistant because they live in the savannah. And let's give it a bit of something else as well. Biohazard.
Choose your first style.
My first style. So there's just a few different ones here. I mean, you can't see most of it, but sure. And we get to change the colour as well, so don't worry about that. But I need the spottiest fur you have. That's sort of patchy. That one. We'll go for that one.
Pick your main colour.
So that's the green. How do I change the brightness? We want black spots.
Choose your detail colour.
And we want yellowy, right? Yellowy orange. It's very vibrant. I don't want it to be so saturated, but that's okay. If I move it towards the middle slightly. Choose your detail colour. That's fun. We've made a sort of cheetah. Cheetah Austin. So now we can choose a...
Psy-freak. Saboteur. Sentinel.
We choose a class and it affects our costume.
Sentinel.
Look at that guy. He looks cool.
Deadeye.
So we've got Deadeye. Tricky, skillful rogue who's chosen life outside the law.
Commando.
An operative of an elite special operations force. Smaller teams.
Psy-freak.
Psionic powers and mutations. The outcasts on the fringe of society.
Saboteur.
Cunning, skilled explorer, trained to operate covertly in both suburbs and the wilderness.
Sentinel.
And dedicate himself to protect a house. These sentinels.
Saboteur.
Does the saboteur still get guns? Is what I want to know. We've got like some rad swords. He's just wearing a t-shirt and a jacket. Kind of looks a bit odd. I do quite like the default, to be honest. I like the outfit. I like the sword. I like the gun. And you know, I quite like shooting in this game. It's quite a lot. It's fun. Your weapons are reloaded instantly, and your next magazine is granted 20. Oh, nice. Okay, we'll do that. He has a gun on his hips as Existentialist, the other guy, but yeah, that's fine. So we're ready to start. I know it's a bit yellow, but that's fine.
Good choice.
Good choice. Narco Reyes UK, thank you for subscribing. In fact, welcome to the Walrus Clan. That's a new sub via Twitch Prime. Thank you very much. So we're gonna move forward and look around.
Here's somebody with a troubled past,
Oh, can I go backwards?
drawn
No.
into the spotlight of a story that's already begun.
So we can jump.
We're already at a crossroads. Choosing a path in life is that fork in the road where you make a choice or simply stop living.
He looks a little jaundiced, says Brooks Existentialist. Yeah. So I'm gonna go left. Oh, I gotta press X.
It's
Okay.
not only a crossroad, but a choice. A reflection of your key.
Ah,
the
yes.
primal energy that flows through everything.
So it can be good or bad. If I say colour me light for freedom and loyalty.
Let me introduce myself. I'm the light and bright side of you, or your inner voice to be precise. An echo of balance and consequence of your actions as you move forward.
So I can say, you get it, I'm bright, or I'm not sure light is for me. If I do say that.
That's right. Light is only for those having difficulty seeing what's in front of them. Sticking to the me first path is the only way we'll be going places.
I'm surprised at the change of heart. I believe in putting yourself aside to help others, but helping the dark side is not that, you know.
You can't fight who you really are. The blood is obviously running red in our veins.
You're trying to keep us in the dark here, but you know it's blue blood in our veins and what it means. We have responsibilities. You can't fight the truth.
Biff. So now I can make a choice, left or right. Does that? I think the conversation there affects it.
Yes, left can be right, sometimes.
Oh, what if I go this way though?
Right is always right.
Yeah, okay. If I sprint, I can go into this sort of quadrupedal stance, which is cool. You run a little faster.
Stories of death and the bodies left behind. A reminder that we're at the mercy of nature and the one that preys on others.
Eden has just got home from school and says, "Hi everyone." Well, hello Eden. And Pops. Hope you had a great day at school. Look at this. You see that, Ari? That is unicorn blood.
Do you remember the beast that shattered your family? Or did you choose to forget? You turned your back on our world and got lost in your own. Meanwhile, the predator only grew stronger.
It's so yellow, this animal. Oh, whoops. I rolled right into his path there. So if you jump and shoot, you go into bullet time in this game, which is fun. Oops. So we're replaying what happened in the intro now as our character. And, he's going to get his...
Run for it.
Oh,
This is not the time nor place to end this story.
he's got his big bomb mace out. And now there we are. So, we had JB Thompson subscribe. Hey TP, happy to have you back. Well, thank you very much. Nice thing to say. 3 months you've been with us now. Thank you. I had a lovely time.
This time, it was best to run and live to fight another day. Let us hope you're ready for it when it comes.
Okay. Escape the explosion. Are the E3 streams going to be on Twitch or on YouTube? Don't want to miss them. I think they will...
The Predator isn't the only threat. The wildlife started to
mutate
when the end of days began, and the Tree of Life started to die.
Oh, hang on. What's going on here? Okay, there we go. Move towards an enemy to target them with melee attacks. Aim the camera towards an enemy to target them with ranged attacks. To reload your weapon, press R1. When the ammo indicator is red, you can perform a quick reload. Successful reload will shorten the reload time and increase the damage of the next bullet. Quick reload by pressing R1. Ki energy, or Kai, I don't know, is used for dodging, using mutations, and performing special attacks. When you're out of Kai energy, you'll be unable to perform these actions. It regenerates both in and out of combat. Now we gotta fight some flippin' mole rats or something. Oops.
Who could stand against that?
So there's a lot of kind of combat options available to you here in this game. You can use your gun at all times. You can use your sword whenever you like. You can kind of combine, mix and match, you know. You got the bullet time when you roll around and stuff. It's fun. And then there's so there are special abilities, of course, that you can unlock as well, like new attacks, much like you do in something like Spider-Man, Marvel Spider-Man. But you get that even with your guns. Like, you can unlock interesting, like, ranged attacks too. Anyway, there you go. So that's a bit more combat. To go back to the question, the E3 streams will be on YouTube. I think that's a good and a bad thing, because you tend to get... We certainly get a wider audience when we're on YouTube, which is nice, because you get people who, you know, perhaps they don't really know what Twitch is, or they do know what Twitch is, but they don't fancy it. I mean, certainly Ben and I have said before, these are, so you get like little parts and stuff as well, weapon add-ons. So if I equip that, it's going to go onto my gun. There it is. So some people are just like, they don't really know much about Twitch. They don't want to like start going to a different website when they go to YouTube normally. And you know, Ben and I have said before that we had the same thing. Like, before we started Vidiots, we didn't really think about Twitch much at all. Until one day we did, and now we're very glad that we come here. We like Twitch, we think it's great. But the fact is, we've got, you know, a couple of 100,000 subscribers on YouTube, and when we go live on YouTube, they tend to get notified. Not all of them. You don't get a notification as such unless you've rung that bell. But at least you know, if they happen to be looking at their subscriptions at the time, they'll see that we're live. Or in fact, what we're trying to do is actually schedule the streams, which YouTube does not make easy these days. They've like really screwed around and broken the system. There is a way to do it, and Ben's been looking into that today, actually. So people will see ahead of time that we're going to be live at certain times on YouTube, and again, that'll be in their sub boxes. That's one reason why we do stream on YouTube, you know, once a week, and why we'll be doing the E3 streams on YouTube. So there you go. And the VODs will be available, of course, as well after the fact. Real Judge and Reed subscribed for 18 months. Just watched the Harry Potter unicorn scene this morning, TP. Well, that's weird. Wonder why did you watch that on its own? Don't mean you're weird. Just weird that I quoted it and that you saw it today. What are the odds? Is that it? Is that? Oh, I'd love to be a Twitch streamer, but I don't have room for a hot tub, says Odiolas. Well, even a small one will probably do. Oh, careful, danger plops. Oh no, I'm in sludge. What happens if I shoot when I've got? I'm fine. Imagine if it ignited. Oh. I assume E3 streams are instead of the regular joint stream. Yeah, we had that conversation this morning, Ben and I think the plan is indeed to not do a joint stream as well as all the E3 stuff, because we're also doing a bonus stream tomorrow. Biff, at 3 PM. Which I believe is going to be on YouTube. So I suppose in effect we've moved the joint stream, but it's different. It's we're not doing Resident Evil. We're playing a game that we've been sent by the PR company that we, you know, quite fancy having a little play around in. So we're doing it on Tuesday, so it's not kind of taking the spot of the Resident Evil joint stream, because we don't want to, you know, don't want people missing that by accident or whatever. So that's on tomorrow, and then on Thursday we're not going to do a regular joint stream because we've got E3 stuff happening. This is next week I'm talking now, actually, so I'm conflating those 2 weeks. But yeah, yeah, I've just been talking about two different weeks at once there. There's no E3 this week, but we are doing. I think it's tomorrow that we're doing our. Let me check that. I'm sure we're doing our extra stream tomorrow. We are, and then yeah, no stream. Yeah, that's right. So no stream this Thursday. Yeah, no, I was right the first time. People are saying in the chat that E3 is this week. It is this week, but it's like this weekend is kind of what I mean. Like, E3 stuff isn't happen. There's like a little bit of E3 stuff happening. Oh, hello, reload. There's some E3 stuff happening this week. That's absolutely right. But what I mean is the E3 streams that we're doing, the bulk of them are on the weekend. So that's what I mean. However, nonetheless, we are moving our joint stream. We're moving the next Resident Evil to like the following week because we've got a lot on this week. But we've also got, as I say, a bonus joint stream, or if you want to think of it that way, we've just moved it from Thursday to Tuesday tomorrow. So yeah, it's all good.
Look, an emergency box.
Oh, an
emergency
emergency
box. A rare sight.
A crowbar. There we go. Oh, can I look in? No. I've been playing too many other video games trying to look in. Oh, sick. Got health. Kaboom. There we go. Much streamages, says Addy. Yeah, it's true.
That pipe looks weak. The claw bar should come in handy.
Well, that is very handy, because we just got it. Crank. Down the hole.
Whoa. It's time to find a way out of this place. No, really, I mean it.
Ben Guy just subscribed. Welcome to the Warriors Clan, Ben Guy. Thank you for subscribing. It's very kind. We've also got some blips coming in.
E3 hopeful prediction: show me a Bioshock 4 teaser or failing that Duke Nukem Forever 2 lol.
Rabbit sleep. Or Bioshock 4 teaser or Duke Nukem Forever 2. Eden and Pops, thank you very much for the blips. Yeah, I said actually earlier in the stream that I would talk about E3 predictions. So Ben and I are doing actual E3 predictions.
That they shed under distress. Blobs that affect the cellular coding strands of any living being when absorbed, including you.
So Ben and I are going to be doing predictions for the conferences that we're going to be watching live, which are all, by the way, if you don't know, all of that stuff is available on social media. We've tweeted out a graphic now, may have also gone out on Facebook as well, saying which things we're going to be watching and when. We'll be watching them live and sort of commenting as we go. So Ben and I are going to be doing our predictions, kind of one safe prediction and one crazy prediction for each conference, and there will be a punishment for the loser of that contest. Ow. I've got to dodge more often. Oh, and I can parry as well, can't I?
Yeah.
Hey Google, how do you remove the fursuit in Biomutant?
There we go, parry. Biff, got him. See, the moment I try and play, I'll do a lot better. So some bio blobs have fallen, and we can use those.
Piling up.
Use those to mutate. Climb the chain. Oh, I just might. So yeah, I don't want to go into too much detail about what I'm predicting. I can tell you what I'm hoping for. I'll tell you what I'm hoping for rather than what I'm predicting, because the predictions, you know, it'd be nice for Ben and I to reveal our predictions at the same time rather than me do mine now here on stream. But let's say, I mean, of course, well, not of course, actually, this is the thing. So last year, I was not hopeful for or expecting or...
Toxanol built vessels called arcs to save themselves from the impending doom. But was it too late?
Thank you, Zarok, by the way, for the blips.
Logs of the single arc they left behind that we know other arcs traveled through the sky and beyond. It seems those that came before us never lost hope in finding a new home for their kind.
BGE2 surely, says Edu. Yeah, well, so that's what I was going to say. I mean, I nearly said, obviously, I always hope for BG2 every year. Now, that's not actually true. Last year, I knew pretty much for certain that they weren't going to be doing any Beyond Good and Evil 2 stuff. Oh, there's a bit of puzzly stuff here. It's a bit like hacking in Bioshock. So you navigate, you can choose which node you're kind of playing with, and then you can spin them like that. So it sort of goes yellow to white to yellow to white. Got a little bit of lore here.
There are few records of the chain of events that led to
Simon the Auctionman, thank you for subscribing. 10 months of subs.
The world wasn't prepared for
cheers for everything you guys have done for us. Much love to the Loras clan. Thank you.
Would make its mark on the world. Their rare earth mining and nuclear industries generated tons of waste, and without consideration for the future, they dumped it all in landfills until they ran out of space. That's when they made the big mistake. They began dumping the toxic waste in the surf just off the coast instead, assuming that it would sink and decay with time. And they were right. But no one was prepared for what was about to unfold. Once in the surf, the radiation interfered with the genetics of the wildlife and created bizarre mutations in their offspring. It had an inconceivable impact on biodiversity and the entire ecosystem. The world as they knew it crumbled as nature retaliated. It would never be the same again, and what remained of it became ours.
There you go. Bit of background lore. They flipped the world up with radiation. Creatures mutated. Oh, the frame rate's it's a bit funny in this game sometimes. Oh,
The sound of
clunk.
metal going pew pew is never a good thing.
Pew pew.
It's coming from behind that door.
So I didn't
A warning.
have any hopes for...
box
Let me
looks
skip
like a
this,
button.
that's fine. I didn't have any particular hope for Beyond Good and Evil 2 last year because I knew, based on what they'd been saying in their kind of...
Just a few moves left. Make them count.
in the little kind of press release and chat that they've been doing about it, that they weren't due to show anything. Like they kind of said, look, we're working on like internal milestones that aren't gonna... They're not producing the kind of stuff that you... Oh, gone the wrong way, have I? They're not producing the kind of thing that you can then show off the following year at E3 because it's all very, like, not very visual. You know, they were working on, like,
The
more
wheeled
internal
one is
stuff, I
outnumbered.
think.
You'd better help him out.
The wheeled one is outnumbered. So I knew full well that it wasn't to come in the previous E3. However, this year, I think that... I'm not necessarily expecting it, but I kind of feel like that they should do something. Because if they don't, I think they'll lose a lot of what little interest remains in the wider audience. So I think people who are fans of the game, for the most part, will, once it comes out, if it looks like they've actually done a good job, which is a whole different question in terms of how long this has been in development hell almost. You know, if it looks okay, fans of the series, or fans of the original, it's not a series, will probably play it. Like, that's not going to be a major issue. But in terms of trying to excite a wider audience who never played the original game, I think if you let this thing stagnate for too long, you know, they'll be in big trouble. So that's why I think they should show something, even if it's just another CG trailer and they don't show any gameplay or anything like that. I think they should just say, hey, this game still exists. Here's another
That's the last of them.
character
Let's
background
try
lore
before
cutscene.
back arrives.
BG disc game standalone. What is what Lobrotovich wants. That's, yeah, I'll play that. Unholy War 2, maybe. Little bits. I've got to remember to loot these corpses as well. Anyone else? So yeah, I'm kind of hoping for it for the game's sake that they show some BG to. Oh, what's up here? Can I climb this? No. Did they come down this way? Maybe they did. I'm hoping that they show some of that. I'm quite interested to see this Indiana Jones game as well. Was that Bethesda making that? I'm trying to think. Oh, no, it was LucasArts. Yeah, well, I mean, LucasArts, they hand it out to different studios, don't they? But who did they... Is there actually a different studio attached to that, or is it just... I don't remember. But they just showed a hat, and it went da 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 da, and that was
Taking
it.
his side against the scavengers. He sounds familiar. You just can't figure out why.
There's a lot of dialogue here, so I am going to talk over the top of it, because at least it's
He
all
knows he's way
subtitled,
overdue,
and
hasn't given up.
if I sit and don't say anything while we wait for all of this dialogue, you won't hear me speak for the next 10 minutes.
The night
So,
everything changed.
because we're about to flash back
Been rumors of
to our
the one-eyed
youth.
Ronin seen outside the Great
So,
Wall, and he's happy to see it.
things I'd like to see, not things that I'm predicting. I'd like to see, of course, Beyond Good and Evil 2. I'd like to see, yeah, Elder Scrolls 5. I mean, no, not 5. That's only Larsa says Elder Scrolls 5 Skyrim will be made available on the Google Hub. Yeah, no, I'd like to see the Elder Scrolls 6. I don't think we're going to see that at Bethesda. I think it's going to be like at least another couple of years before we see any Elder Scrolls. But I'd like to see it anyway if I could wave a magic wand.
was the big
What about, Bioshock 4 would be great. I didn't like Bioshock 3 very much. The setting didn't interest me. But, you know, if they either want to return to Rapture, which they probably shouldn't do, to be fair, but if they want to introduce a new setting, I'd be game for that. Rory Siegel says the new Time Splitters. I don't think that's going to be, unless they just put up a little conceptual video, they're not going to be able to show anything for that, because they've not even started working on it, I don't think. And I don't think they'd even show a little concept, Time Splitters, because they've already announced it. If it was a new announcement and they'd not already spilled the beans, then they could have shown Time Splitters. They could have revealed it at E3, but that's not going to happen. A Bioshock 1 prequel would be interesting, says Theo the Second. Oh, set in slightly less horrific Rapture, maybe. Look, we're little now. Way back in the long ago. This is the bit that reminds me of Legend of K more than anything else. Oh, that's fun. I'm not supposed to be doing this, but, you know, I'm just seeing what I can and can't do. Oh, okay, here he is. Best before. So I think the implication is this is the guy we were just talking to who's called Out of Date, but back in the day, he was best before.
It's a bit of a hike here from the village. He wonders
Hat.
if your moon
Hat.
knows you are here.
What else could happen? Oh, I don't know if my Mumar cares. This is the Elvis guy that I talked about in the
Your heart growing dark, there's nothing as
the quip scope. I suppose he's more of a greaser, I guess, because he's got like a leather jacket on and jeans. But if you listen to him, he's got the quiff and he's going, ha 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 ha.
The potato people. The potato people, or Nono, are a wonder, somehow interlinked with this little tree here, fueling its source of life.
The real Jojen Reed says, my prediction is that this guy will die on the toilet. Isn't it? I don't believe in magic.
Magic? He claims it's just the force of life, the existence of energy, powering and connecting all things living, like the Nono.
I felt that, like, this is a game that I should
In glitter grass. He says you should
show to the audience, because it was in some ways I won't say highly anticipated, but it was anticipated by a fair few people. They were interested in this. You know, like conceptually, the world is interesting, and you're playing as these interesting kind of anthropomorphic characters. You're in this post-apocalyptic. Well, this is probably pre-apocalyptic. Maybe it looks very nice and happy, but no, it's probably still post-apocalypse. But anyway, you know, you can travel through like cities that have like tarmac and motorways and skyscrapers and stuff. It's like playing The Last of Us, but you're a cat. Ruffle the glitter grass. There we go. So I felt the need to kind of show this to you guys so you can kind of get an idea of whether you're interested in it yourselves. Yeah.
Hello Peter, how have you been? Hello Walrus Clan. Hope you are all doing well. Haven't been about as just got back from Holy Bags. Aurora says hello, smiley face.
Holy Bags.
At least his intention is to dedicate his life to
thank you, Sammy. What's her name? I've been very well. Hope you're well too. Just got, haven't been about, just got back from Hollybags. Aurora says hello. Thank you very much indeed. Hope you had good Hollybags. I'm assuming that's holidays. It's colloquial. I was re-listening to some early Vidiot stuff at the weekend, and I'm pretty sure you mentioned this game in passing in Podiot's episode 1, so it's been a long time coming, says the Firewall. Absolutely. That's the thing. This game, we saw this at the, what was it called? What's Next event for, I can't remember who put that on, but yeah, we were sent there, like, just after we'd started at Vidiot, and this game was there, Plague Tale was there, Vampire was there, Greedfall. So it's been a long time coming. It looks quite interesting to certain people, I think, in terms of its aesthetic. So it seemed like something that was worth showing to you as an audience, as you might be able to tell,
He's impressed.
both now and in my Quipscope.
One day, he
On balance, it's probably not for me.
tall enough to sustain the world.
It's fun for a couple of hours to, show it to you, enjoy it alongside an audience,
This one become one with the tree.
and give you more of an idea of what to expect from it. Because obviously the Quipscope, we're limited. We don't play the audio because we're talking over the top of it, and it's just a bit of gameplay really. You don't get to really see it in action in the same way. But like Steven says, I'm glad you actually decided to stream this. I've been a bit curious about this game and slightly interested to play it after watching the Quipscope. So it's super pretty, says Ashton. It is. It's very pretty, no question. And I admire the design and the combat. Oh, I skipped that by accident. But you have to kind of just make up your own mind of whether it's what you're looking for in a game.
Hurry back to the village before your Mooma comes looking for you.
Your Mooma.
Oh, she's got lots on her mind and needs rest after the raid last night on the Lupin camp with her disciples. Wonders if they let the Predator family live or not.
What's the biggest negative about the game for you, Peter, and biggest positive too? That's a good question.
Lost you there for a while, but no memory is alone.
The biggest negative, I don't know. I don't want to be... The thing is, a lot of the things that aren't for me about this game they're genuinely just a question of taste. Like, it's quite dialogue heavy here in this intro. Like, I'm having to talk over this because if I don't, and if I let them speak, as I say, you wouldn't have heard me chat to you for about 5-10 minutes. So, for some people, that's fine. They don't mind a lot of chatter like this. It doesn't help that, as I said in the Quipscope, these people are speaking in grunts or a foreign language, a made-up language, and then the narrator has to translate it all. So that doubles the length of any conversation. So, that aspect of it is not so much for me. And I suppose the other thing as well, and again, it's a question of taste rather than a question of quality, is I'm not into heavy, quite deep RPG systems where you have to spend points in lots of different... that's a kind of a broad thing to say there, and that's not strictly true, because I like Skyrim, for example, and that literally has you spending points in lots of different skills, but it just feels quite bitty, if that's a word, this game. There's weapon attachments, there are mutations, there are psionic powers, there are your standard skills as well, like your strength and your intellect and things like that. You've got your melee weapon and your guns as well. You unlock individual like extra attacks, like combos and stuff, and it's just all a bit, oh, please, it's a lot. It's a lot. I find it quite overwhelming. And again, as I say, that's something that other people, other gamers, will be very much into. Particularly if you like, JRPGs. If you like something like Monster Hunter, I think that's similar in some ways. Things like that.
Hi Peter, hope you're having a fab week so far. Interested to know what would be your Dream E3 announcement? Even if it's something that's no chance of ever happening, what game would you want? Big love to the Walrus Clan.
Ooh, we'll see. We've got a net. Great. Not very good at gaming. 100 blips. Hope you're having a fab week so far. Thank you very much. That's Kat, right? Interested to know what would be your dream E3 announcement, even if it's something that's no chance of ever happening. What game would you want? Big love to the Walrus Clan. Oh man. That's a tough one.
You're getting the hang of it.
I'll think about that for a moment, because there are some that could happen and probably will happen one day. Maybe not E3, but Spyro 4 is another thing I'd love to see from Activision, and I think that will happen eventually. But so that's one. Obviously, Beyond Good and Evil 2, I already said, is something that I'm looking forward to. seeing more of as and when they've actually got something to show. Man, and Elder Scrolls, I'd like to see more of that. So much to go at. I don't know. I love that 3 grunts translates to that whole paragraph. Yeah. Da da da. And then it's just 6 lines of text. I'm concerned Spyro 4 may never happen, says Lucy B. There's been a lot of it may not surprise you all that I follow the Spyro
its days are numbered.
Corner of social media.
It can't endure the environmental change and assault from the world eaters.
I see, like, you know, Spyro fans on Twitter and on YouTube as well talking about stuff, and there was a lot of drama, you know, not so long ago when it was announced that Toys for Bob and you know, the other ones, Beanox, were going to be working on Call of Duty. And they've been moved onto that.
It out for the cartographically challenged.
And it was determined, therefore, that, oh, well, you know, they were kind of what we all expected Spyro 4 to be coming from. And if they're working on COD, then clearly they're not working on Spyro anymore. And that's not strictly true. And even if it is true and they're not working on it, who's to say that Activision won't give it to another studio? Which admittedly would be a silly thing to do. Given that Toys for Bob, Vicarious Visions, and Beanox have all proven that, at least together, if not as individuals, they are very much capable of handling Crash Bandicoot Spyro. But sure, whatever. But I don't think it means that we're not going to be getting Spyro 4. And even, you know, talking in the next few years as well, I'm not saying, oh, well, we'll get it eventually, even if we don't get it now. I still think there's a chance that it could be on its way. They teased it a little bit.
Look, a survivor. Glad to see someone.
In the Crash art book, it was there.
He's heard the stories about the
I'm sure somewhere else as well there's been a bit of a Spyro tease.
But never expected one to come all the way here.
Millamog. So we can now, via dialogue.
He worries there won't be much left to save if this... He doesn't know what your connection is to this place, but something tells him you've stayed true to your heart.
Based on your aura, which is the dark and light decisions that we've made so far. We've only made one decision so far, but throughout the game, it will affect conversations that you have and also the psi powers that you can unlock. So it's an interesting thing. It's not just, you know, some games let you... They have a morality system like that, but really it'll only affect the way... it might only affect dialogue, or it might only affect your abilities, but it has a kind of multifaceted thing here.
And says it's by your actions you'll be judged, not by your intentions.
Let me help.
He's grateful.
Sammy, what's the name? Subscribed. Love to you all. TY for having me. Well, thank you for being with us for 5 months. Sammy, what's the name? Oh, I'm not very good at gaming. I'd kill for a Jet Set Radio Future remaster. So many good memories of that one. I love Jet Set Radio Future. That's a great game. Good soundtrack too. They might have issues with the soundtrack. Oh no, because it was specially made for the game, wasn't it? I think. I've got it on Spotify, that album. I like the light.
What's there to like about light? It hurts to look at.
Not as much as it hurts to look at you.
Always making this personal.
And you're always trying to pretend it's not.
Yeah, that was it. They put out a weird... It wasn't actually... Oh, jeez. Oh, crunch. Struggled there with the spin. Oh, man, my character looks kind of weird. They've got a very strange snout. It's really thin and flat.
Again. He must have missed something important.
Oh, great. More dialogue with out of date. It's just what I wanted.
Out of date says you will better stand
yeah,
the world.
It wasn't actually Activision that put out a screenshot, but Insomniac, who used to make the game before it was sold by Universal to Activision, they put out a weirdly specific screenshot of Spyro 2
regardless of who you
And it
choose.
wasn't like a nice screenshot of the game. It was just like in the middle of gameplay, and like there were gems on screen. There were like numbers, and people were like, "Oh, could that be a date? Could it be like June? Could they be teasing something?" So yeah, I forgot about that. That's what happened.
Siding with the Myriad's movement for wholeness in a fragmented world might seem like the logical thing to do, but is it the right thing? One thing.
And some people said like, "Oh well, you know, if that's coming from an Insomniac who don't have anything to do with the game anymore, then that means nothing. You know, why would they know? Why would they be involved in it?" But actually, they tweeted about Spyro about 2 days before the Reignited trilogy was re-announced, so they might be in the know. They might just for fun be involving themselves in the tease and the announcement of Spyro 4, even if it's not their game.
Fate will find a way.
You know, could happen. Could happen.
Out of date says someone needs to break.
Are there any games you're excited for that have already been announced or are out this year?
ATP, nice to have you streaming on my birthday today. I'm self-employed, so I don't have any colleagues to buy cake for, but your streams keep me company while I'm working, so to say thank you, please have some bits. Right back to lurking. Hope everyone is having the happiest of Mondays.
Trillion, happy birthday. We're your colleagues today. We will send you virtual cake. Can we have some virtual cakes in the chat, please? For Trillion Jones. Thank you very much for 500 blips. Very kind. So now we've got quests. Surfy Pelago, Dead Zone, Yerp Fields, Nupstonies, Fnacky Leaves, Mushy Mosh Maya, and Cluppy Junes. You can get cream for that if you go see a doctor if you've got Cluppy Junes. So now when we level up, which we have, we can choose an attribute to gain some points. So let's have strength.
Watch out for you.
Watch out for you. Upgrade points. You learn them when leveling up. They can be used to acquire special attacks and perks. See, it's things like this. Like for me, you've got attribute points, you've got upgrade points, you've got points for gaining psionic powers. It's just quite a lot for me. I find it a bit overwhelming. But as I say, it's a matter of taste. I never actually said one of the best things about this game. I think, again, aesthetically, it's great. I love the design, the art direction, fantastic. The combat feels great. I love the bullet time. So, you know, there are definitely things to offer for both me and other people in this game. But you know, you have to just know what you're getting in for, letting yourself in for, or getting into, I should say, with games like this. And if it's for you, then by all means, have a go and enjoy it. And if not, that's fine. That's okay, as Simon Miller would say. That's all right. Don't worry about it. Guns. Let's have crane dance. Circle, square, or two. Yeah. I'll do it now. Let's have a look, shall we? Oh, mutations menu. Wung Fu and perks. We've got bio points, psi points. Like just all this, I just find a little bit. Makes me feel a bit. Moth mouth. Oh, we can spit green at people. Vile bile. Oh, that's nasty. I don't like that. Those are my only two options for now. Maybe I'll save them up for now. Cool, okay. Psi powers, yeah, that's what I was looking for. Oh, Blaze. Well, it's 7 minutes till the number, so absolutely, we'll have Blaze. Press down the input. Oh yeah, okay. So you press L2 and then you can like bind your psionic powers. See in the bottom right there. So now, we've got a cutscene first.
Another fork in the road. It's either the tunnel or the motor bridge. What'll it be?
I'll go motor bridge. So this is Blaze 420. I feel like I was answering a question there or something. Oh yeah, it was Trillian Jones's birthday. Happy birthday for sure. We are your colleagues today.
It's a bridge. Just get over it.
Very good. And Stephen asked me games that I'm excited for that have already been announced or that are coming out this year. Well, I was very excited for Lego Star Wars: The Complete Skywalker Saga. That got delayed, predictably, because of COVID and stuff. Crane Dance R2. So this is like tribal warfare. These guys are going up against each other, and I'm sort of stepping in, getting involved. No one asked for my input, but I'm doing it. If I quick reload with this gun, because I'm a sharpshooter, the gun reloads instantly, and I think I get a bonus as well. I mean, anyone can quick reload, but I've got a special trait as part of my breed, I believe. Or my class, whatever it was. Quick heal. So I was looking forward to the Lego Star Wars Skywalker Saga. That might still come out this year. I don't think they've given it a new date yet. Off the top of my head, I can't really remember. But certainly looking forward to that. What else is due out this year? There were some games have already come out this year that were kind of some of my most anticipated for 2021. So Resident Evil was up there. What else is due in 2021?
They've destroyed this area, muddied up what used to be muck, as if it wasn't bad enough before the Tri War began.
Oh. Da-na-na-na. It's a pipe sharper. Okay. It's a one-handed slash. Nice. Take all. So I've got to choose a tribe to go and talk to. There's 2 warring tribes, and Best Before, out of date, whatever his name was, has said that we should try and unite the tribes, or go and speak to them to try and fix the world. So I'm going to go to this one. I think these are sort of the slightly baddie ones. These guys are kind of marauders and they're trying to take over the area. I think those guys over there are...
That's the Jagni tribe's fort.
Here we go.
Their friendship can be a blessing or a curse. It's up to you. You're either a part of their solution to the tribe war or part of the problem.
Of course, Horizon. That's well on its way. Oh, got some little roses there. I mean, daisies, sorry. Horizon's on its way. And what else has been announced and is due? I know we know about God of War. There's lots of games that have been announced. Whether they're due out this year is a different question. They're due in the next few years. Oh, here we go. This is a signpost for fast traveling. 3 minutes until the number. Hello.
Says they're wary of strangers. They're at war. Says their door is always open for anyone willing to join their cause.
Thank you. What are you guys looking forward to? Either this year or in years to come, but it's already been announced. We know it's on its way. Anything like that? I wouldn't be surprised if EA announced another Star Wars game, Battlefront 3 or something. at E3. They've stopped working on Battlefront 2 in terms of adding new content, and I think it's been made free, hasn't it? Or at some point it was bundled somewhere. You could get it for free if you got it at the right time or something like that, you know. That might not be true, but and they've released that like super version of it where you can get all of the DLC and all of the unlockables and stuff. It's not DLC, but all of the basically the in-game purchases and in-game unlockables. Far Cry 6, says Steven. Yeah. Aren't DICE working on the new Battlefield, though, says Zarok. Yeah.
If they announce Bioshock 4, I might do a little cry.
Yeah, well, Bioshock 4 could happen. Yeah, it depends if, you know, how long people have been working on these things and whether studios work in tandem. Sometimes they do work on two projects in tandem. Or it might just be an announcement for something that they've not done much work on right now. I'm not saying that they're going to release Battlefront 3 tomorrow, but they might say, hey, here it is, it's on its way, here's a CG trailer. Just something that might happen. That's what I'd like to see, actually. I tell you, that's something I'd like to see. As, of course, infamously.
It's 4:20 time once again.
Oh, it is.
And today this blazing is brought to you by today's sponsor, E3 Expectation Cereal. If you need the right breakfast to start your day while at the same time have wild predictions for E3 such as the Demon Headmaster as Smash Bros. DLC, this is the cereal for you. Which it's crunchy cinnamon and chemical flavor puffs. It will give you the energy for the day and put your expectations in check. E3 Expectation Cereal. Part of an internet troll's breakfast.
Yeah.
Happy 420 BBBB Blazed my dudes Lord 16 dab. It's been like 7 years since I had to use biology, so I don't guarantee anything today, but here are some bio jokes.
Okay.
What musical instrument do biologists play? Organs. Ha ha ha. What did the biologists see at the beach? Nucleotides. Hi. What did the femur bone say to the patella? I need you. Ho ho ho. What's the opposite of nutrition? Altrition. Ha ooh ooh. What kind of pants do biologists wear? Designer jeans. Hi hoo. Moggy failed biology exam.
Oh no.
Blaze it.
Oh.
All these E3 predictions have got me very excited for some new games to be revealed. Blaze it, everyone.
Oh, can I start fighting here? Oh, they're not bothered. They don't mind. Yeah, as an infamous Star Wars fan, I think something I'd like to see from E3 this year is some of the new Star Wars projects that have been announced. Some of them we already know that they're happening, and others might be kind of in the works and they've not been announced yet, because LucasArts have sort of reformed. Aren't they called Lucasfilm Games now or something like that? And they're handing out the license to all and sundry. People are working on their own projects. I'd love to see more from everyone who's working on a Star Wars thing right now, of course. So let me just quickly. I was skipping through a load of dialogue there because I didn't want them interrupted. Like, I didn't want you guys having to hear Robot Lady and me and dialogue all at the same time. But here we go. So thank you, by the way, the Aldu Brothers for your 100 blips. But also, thank you to the Blazers. Hang on, where have they gone? Jack Bradshaw, who sponsors today's Blaze with the Demon Headmaster as Smash Bros. DLC as an E3 announcement. This is the cereal for you. It's crunchy cinnamon and chemical flavor puffs. Give you energy for the day and put expectations in your check. E3 expectation cereal, part of an internet troll's breakfast. Delicious. Give me a bowl. Lord Brotovich with 100 blips. Happy 420. With some wonderful bio jokes there for the Biomutant fans amongst us. They're wonderful. Thank you to Jack and Lord Brotovich for your 100 blibs. And thank you, Stephen, for yours with the really weird set of B's that Amy just did, text-to-speech. And there we go, we made it. So, we have joined the Jagni, who want to destroy the Tree of Life. So it sets the goal for the game, I believe. If you go with the Myriad instead, they're about uniting local tribes and stuff. So we can go to our journal, see what's happening. And Biomutant. And it tells us all about, you know, active quests, side quests, things are completed. So pass through the forest clearing. Okay, we'll head north. We've leveled up as well. Let's have more strength.
Flexity flex.
Flexity flex. That's a Biomutant from Gregor95. He subscribed for 7 months. Thank you very much. Have I got enough points for anything?
You have an odd feeling.
Side powers. No, we're alright. Oh, we can upgrade our resistance too. Let's have a bit of cold resistance. Oh, we've got one of these as well. Unspeakable hand. Let's see this. That's unarmed. Oh, whoa! Look at that. That's rad. Square, square, triangle. Okay. So, we're going to pass through the forest clearing. We're on our way. How was the game, actually? I was listening to a review at ACG. He said it was a little underdeveloped. Yeah, I mean, well, underdeveloped, it depends on even what one means by that, because I don't think it's not in the sense that, like, not enough work went into this game. I think it's underdeveloped in the sense that they bit off more than they could chew. Therefore, aspects of it are underdeveloped. But not because they weren't working hard on it. I think they clearly did put a lot of work into this game. But because there was that much to do, because they bit off that much, some areas suffered. So in that sense, it is underdeveloped, but not for I don't think not for want of trying.
No, sorry.
Wow, some kind of div with 100 blips there, and the alphabet said 5 times in one go by Amy. Jeez, that was something, wasn't it? Look at these little smiley, horrible fur boys. Got him. Oh, we got a sweet meat. It's already wrapped in seaweed for us, and a delicious bath bomb. Yummy. Here we go. Forest clearing. It's like the worst ASMR, says Datazoid. Yeah, so I've danced around a little bit in terms of E3 predictions, E3 hopes and dreams in the stream. I'd like to obviously thank everyone who gave bits and asked questions like that.
That's a mump up ahead. They were hit hard by evolution, the wonky ones especially.
A wonky mump.
Unfurled.
I've danced around a little bit in terms of giving predictions and things because, as I say, Ben and I will be doing E3 predictions later as part of our streams and stuff. We'll be kind of competing.
Hey, nice shot.
My crane dance ability. If I do square, circle, oops. Or is it circle, square? I don't know. Yeah. Oh, quick heal. Oh, let's blaze it, shall we? And I can also vom on him as well. Got him. Now that's what I call a wonky mump. Oh, he was carrying a confectilicious. Yum yum. I'm pretty sure you fight this guy in God of War, says Mr. Black. Here we go. Through the forest clearing. We'll make it. Oops. Instinctively pressed square to reload, but I don't need to.
Time is lost on this place, but it evokes a tingling sensation. There's something special about it, drawing you closer.
Little signpost here.
Let's see.
Oh, it's our childhood village.
As time passes, memories fade, and sometimes feelings change. It's not about who you were, it's about who you'll become. This story is far from over.
Oh, I shrunk. I'm a child again.
A long-lost past, like whispers in the wind.
Look out for best before. Oh, it's Goop. He's having a swim.
Here's someone who takes each day as it comes.
Okay, well, I like Goop.
He wonders where you've been. He hopes you've been out at the lake, practicing your swimming technique.
Swimming? I'm into Wung Fu.
He understands Wung Fu is hard. That's why your Muma only has 6 disciples. Doing just one thing helps you get more done in less
Oh, I love the
time.
Moomins.
He thinks you should really know how to swim by now.
Teach me? As in, now?
Why not? There's no better time to do what needs to be done than right now.
Oh, I'm going to learn to swim. Oh, jeez. That's not how you teach a child to swim. Doesn't that happen in some Old West movie where there's like a boy standing on the side of the river and the like sheriff rides by, throws him into the river, and she's like, "He can't swim!" And he says like, "Oh, well, there's no better time to learn." Something like that, I don't know. Oh, here I go. Oh, look at that stroke. It's a good stroke. Oh no, I drowned. Did I fail because I spent too long splashing around? There's a famous John Wayne bit where he eats a kid in a river. Yeah, says the Firewall. Yeah, it's John Wayne in Hondo, says Trailing Badger. There we go, we made it. Swim back to Goop.
He says that wasn't too bad, was it?
At least I learned how not to swim.
At least you learned that you'll drown if you don't swim. But you need practice. Lots of practice. Judging by your Muma's look, it seems you
There she is. Oh, she looks just like me. She's clearly affected by how you
before the sun goes down. It's time to go.
make your character at the start. I've been looking forward to it. Oh, Wung Fu's easy. We do not want your comments.
She's not unhappy with your progress, but you still have a lot to prove. You should know, practice makes perfect. She'll see you at the village square.
I love training with you.
She says that's good. With a passion for learning, you'll never cease to grow.
Thank you, Muma. Oh, I forgot to splash in the pool here. Can we know the swimming lesson from Goop? No. It's very Legend of K, this game, at times. You've got this cat character doing martial arts in, you know, this kind of tranquil Eastern-style village filled with other animals. Like, anyone who's played Legend of K will know what I'm talking about. And, you know, I don't really like Legend of K. I stuck with it for ages, thinking it would be good.
He was hoping
And I
you
never
could
quite
help
got
him
round
pick
to
up
it.
some scrap for a thingamajig he's working on.
Oh, okay. I don't mind picking up trash.
He's happy to hear that from someone that's a part of the coming generation. You owe it to yourself to protect the environment. You should look for things that are recyclable. It shouldn't take you too long to find some.
Okay, so now we're going to learn how to, I guess, recycle scrap. This is beyond where I got to when I did my first impressions on the quips. Oh, I guess we go into the garbage pile here. Can I go back to this one? No. Oh, there we go.
He
We
wonders
did it.
What usefulness you found.
You're the expert.
Sometimes he's an expert, but sometimes he just does what's right.
Well,
He
what
can
more
work
can we all
wonders
hope
with
for?
Almost anything, and asks if you know how to upcycle.
The things you make are great. I doubt what I've found is useful. I'm ready to get my hands dirty.
That's the spirit. You can't make a difference unless you get your hands dirty. He'd love to teach you to upcycle, and the scrap you found would be a good start.
This is where TP gets an extra 30 minutes into the game, live on stream, and then decides he loves it and wants to put 100 hours into it. Now, arguably, I'm getting even more overwhelmed here. There's crafting too, which I assumed there would be, because I've been picking up crafting pieces, but, yeah. Oh, jeez. Can I use a banana? Okay. Sure. Big fan of that. My banana club is a banana hand bat. Is he going to be
Did well,
disappointed?
but he can't help but wonder why you decided to craft a weapon.
I wanted something cutting edge. I made something for Mumar.
He believes being considerate will help you feel at peace with yourself. He's looking forward to seeing what you'll make.
What
next.
animal is Gizmo? Why is he making noises like that? He looks like a teddy bear,
She's
but...
starting to lose her patience.
Oh. Mumar, I made a banana hand bat for you. Hard bat. Something.
She wants to see you on the village square right away. Then you've got a good excuse. You share a responsibility to prevent hardship on nature and the environment. It's your future. She wants you to grow up and start thinking for yourself. You really need to find yourself before she's gone.
I'm not going to question Gon. I'm going to accept that my Mumar is going to die. I'll try harder.
That's all she's ever asked of you, that you'll try and give it your best. You can't do more than that.
No.
You've always followed your own path, but this time she needs you to follow her.
Imagine having a banana as the handle for your bat. Oh, now the bullies.
Better watch out. He asks you to stop right there and wonders where you think you're going.
Are you scared of me?
He's not scared of anything, least of all you. There's no way they'll let you pass.
The man reading the subtitles and chiming in is the
He
only
wants to know who you think you are.
thing I don't think I would enjoy 50 hours into. I don't know if it's the only thing. There's a typo in that message, but yeah, 50 hours into the game with this guy chiming in, it's probably going to be a bit much. I'd rather be a nobody than you. TPLN47 with 95 blips says, yep, ACG mentioned there was a lot of love put into the game, but it was similar to No Man's Sky, just not what the developers hoped for. The question, essentially, for me, is it worth $60? That's the other thing. Yeah, it's a full-price game, or a top end. I know some games are $70 now or more, but yeah, it's up there with pricey games, and I'm not sure if it is worth that. It's a shame. I feel... I honestly, I feel bad for the developer. Hello? I pressed it. I was mashing it. Oh, maybe it's... Do you have to fail that? Does it force you to fail? Oh no, he's got my banana bat. Oh jeez, that was a bit weird. Giant Moomar.
She asks if you're hurt. What happened?
Oh, it's very stop-start, isn't it? We should invite... No, they're insecure. I don't know. They're envious because I've got you.
She's there for all disciples. That's her commitment as Sifu. And when she needs them, they're there for her and each other. The most important thing is that you're okay.
I am.
It's time to focus on your training now.
Right. So my weapon is gone. I've only had it 2 minutes. I wonder if I actually failed the QuickTime event there, or if it always forces you to fail it.
Someone close to heart, doing what he does best.
Is that Dad? He looks the same as me. Popsy!
Too, before you leave for training.
Oh, flippin' heck. Am I ever going to get to this training session? Everyone wants a piece of me today. Make it quick.
He'll leave the quick part to you. You're the martial artist, after all. He suggests you get going and find him gadgets and ideas for how you can upcycle some old fabrics.
Right. Laundry pile. So now we're going to learn how to upcycle... How to craft clothing instead of weapons. Which surely is just the same mechanic and I don't need to be taught it twice. Right, I got 3 cloths.
He's curious to see what you find. He's all for renewal and has... He says it's about time you learn how and offers to teach you.
When looting, you'll find add-ons. They can be crafted onto an item to increase the stats of the item. To upgrade armor and clothing with items, select a slot, and add-on, and then press square. Right, so it shows me where I can add add-ons. What about onto the wrist? Yeah? Have I done it? I just sew the cloth into it. It doesn't look any different.
The style might be
too
edgy for his taste, but it looks sharp on you.
Father Old Village 03A, player choice 3. What was that?
He's looking forward to...
Did you guys see that?
Next. It seems you have a talent for this.
Father Old Village, player choice 3A _ close square bracket, Father choice 0315, dialogue option 392. That was fun. It's not worse than most, but what on earth is that? Jesus! Hello? Let me guess, this guy's called... Tiny. Oh, I can't talk to him. Let me speak to Tiny. Can I smash his hookah pipe? Blaze it, my dude. Not that that's what a hookah pipe is, but I'm just saying. Right, we're actually going to learn some martial arts now.
Your Mooma says it's about time you got...
Right. It's not my fault, Mooma. Your husband stopped me.
Says being on time would be better yet. She says she is...
She just said the same bit of gibberish twice as well. Oh, hit that bowling pin. Smack it. Oh, look at me go. Yes! I'll soon be able to swing a banana so hard that you die. Oh, that was it. That was the training session. Why are you proud? I did all the work.
You should just keep working and... Been working on a present for you, with the help of Gizmo and Wiz.
Oh.
You should go...
Oh, here he is. Oh, I still can't speak to him. Catch the automaton. Yeah. It's this little grasshopper. There's different ones in the game that you can find.
Catchy. Your Muma says she's never seen an apparatus as green as this little thing. It's wonderful.
Shader Fox subscribed for 25 months. Time to continue one of my longest relationships. Hope you're well, Mr. TP, and the Walrus boys, girls, others. Looking forward to your E3 content. Me too. I'm very excited for it.
It'll follow wherever you go and see whatever you see.
That's good if anything bad happens.
You're lucky to have such a fine helper with you. Your Muma says you look tired. No wonder. It's been a long day.
But what a day it's been. I don't want it to end yet.
Everything ends, both good and bad. Rest, and you'll find.
Oh, we never got to speak to the big Chungus. Wow, the range. Blowing out that candle. Uh-oh.
Nothing could stop Lupin from setting the world on fire.
Oh no, he set the world on fire. I don't want to set the world on fire. I just want to start light a big flame in your heart.
Your Muma urges you to blaze a trail.
Blaze.
A burnt kidling will learn to dread fire.
Right. Oh!
That's just adding fuel to the flames.
Didn't expect that.
Give it a last burst and you'll make it.
We're nearly out.
Your Muma says this is it. The time has come. She must fight Lupa Lupin. This time there's no escape. She can hear him coming.
Do it, Muma.
Happens, you need to know she loves you.
Aww.
And everything she's done has been to protect you, your Popsy, and those she was chosen to lead. Here it comes. The past coming to haunt the present.
Oh, jeez, he's actually fighting me as well. Is she going to do anything about it? I don't have my guns. I am actually doing damage to him though. I've got no healing items though. Dodge. Oh. It's probably okay if I die. I probably fall unconscious and then wake up and my Muma is dead. I'm guessing. Oh, he's limping. Oh, gee. Get him, Ma. Okay, there I go. I'm down. Oh, no. Am I actually supposed to... You kidding? So Addy says in the chat, somehow I don't think you're supposed to win this. I mean, yeah, I agree. I don't think I am either. But am I supposed to run away? And let Mumar fight him? No! I'm actually supposed to fight this man. With my weak little fists. She's barely doing anything. He's sort of limping a bit, but... Oh, triangle, there we go. Now I can get on him. Got a jackanism there. Right, you don't have to get his whole health bar down. Just a third of it.
Your Muma says you can make it if you believe in it. Where she goes, you go. Blood is thicker than water.
I see what he did there.
You're in deep surf. Don't make waves. The surf goes where it wants to go. It'll take you to the shore as long as you go with the flow.
Seems to be playing as Mumar now. Uh-oh. Professor Lupin is on his way. Sort of clipping through Mumar's skirt. Oh, I'm failing all these QTEs. I drowned. Oh, jeez, now we've got to do it all again. She says the flow of water is the way of the world. A wise sage once said, beware of the jackanism that is about to happen now. Circle. Swim to mummy. Got to inch our way over. He's going to come up again, isn't he? Oh no, there we go. There he is. This is the emotional scene where I can't save Mumar.
Death is not to be feared by one who has lived life with a pure heart. A part of her will live on in you.
She's dead.
The creature is hungry for more. Nothing is going to stand in its way now.
B, just subscribe. Thank you very much. I've just realised all this time that alerts box has been over to the left, because actually my face cam originally was on the bottom of the screen, bottom right corner, so the alerts box was moved over to the left, so it was more central between the face cam and the edge of frame, but it's not been there this whole time because I moved it before the stream started.
Real sacrifice comes from love.
So that's fun, but that's been off center for the entire time.
Yeah.
There it is,
This is
central
truly
now.
the Dark Souls of post-apocalyptic open-world action-adventure Cat Bunny RPGs.
It is. It's one of the best ones I've ever played, to be honest, Sarok. It's up there. Thank you for the blips. And B for subscribing via Twitch Prime for 21 months.
Dies with you. What you do for your kin remains and makes you immortal in their memory.
Okay, I'm back to present time. I grew up in a sort of juddery way.
As the moment fades and is lost, the only thing that remains is loneliness. It doesn't mean you'll forget your past.
That's loud, isn't it?
Means
Be a whip!
to move on.
Please stop. Subscribe via Twitch Prime for 3 months. Love the channel and the streams. Well, thank you very much. We will not please stop what we're doing here on the channel. Oh, hello.
The tribe's caught a fluffy hulk. Better watch out. It's no pet.
It's my tribe. Do I help him?
They couldn't keep it down. Fluff hulk's on the loose.
Fluff Hulk. Oh no, the incredible Fluff Hulk. Oh, did I get it? It went down. Sort of furry salamander thing. Oh! Reloading. Right up in its business here, and it's not even attacking me. There we go, we got it. Smile.
They've received news a Ronin joined the tribe's ranks and were looking forward to meeting you. A group of Jagni warriors are already waiting for you at Myriad's Vespidut outpost. You should hurry there and help them storm the outpost.
We'll show no mercy.
Mercy is for the weak. The Jagni tribe seek no one's sympathy.
Any loot? No. But I can just be in it. Cool. This is one of those games, I think, that has actually been a bit... In some ways, it's been divisive.
An emergency box from the old days, when you needed to pack a punch to survive. Wow. Bet that nut makes a tight fist.
What now? An old world clunk fist? It's powerful to look me punch through walls. It can be used as a weapon. Equipped in the gear menu. I found a new weapon. Oh, which walls am I punching through here? It's one of those games where, in some ways, it's not been that divisive because I think a lot of people gave it sort of average, middling reviews. But there's always a few extremes. And this is one where I think some people have... Hello? Clonked the wall. Here we go. What? Do you want me to jump? Oh, there we go. Just didn't seem to work at first. Oh, you hold it down, I see. Oh, is that enough? I just jumped through the... Oh, no. Yeah, there we go. Some people have said that this is, you know, really kind of cutting edge and has kind of broken a mold and done interesting things. And it's certainly done some interesting things and done combinations of things that haven't been necessarily done before in a mainstream way. But you know, for me, it's so what I'm getting at here is, so when I started this stream, I was thinking, look, I'm gonna try and be like nice and be positive about it. If there are positive things to say, which there are, and I've said them, and that's fine. But you know, equally, I shouldn't hold back if I'm not digging something. You know, it's my job, it's our job on this channel, not to just say nice things because it's what people want to hear, either the fans of the game or the people who made the game or whoever provided the code to us or people in the audience right now who are watching. We have to just be honest about these things. And, well, I do think, as I say, they've done some things very well, and the production, the art style, the art direction is nicely done. It's really lacking in some places. I shouldn't be able to just clip through dead bodies like that, you know, like I could on the surface before I came down here. I shouldn't be able to. There shouldn't be weird dialogue box issues like that. I mean, you know, of course, on the other hand, games have bugs on release. They just do, don't they? And I guess a bit of a dialogue box issue is not necessarily something to really criticize a game for. But oh, I got a hat, an ear beanie. But this really, I mean, it's just not for me, sadly. And maybe you've been watching this game and think it is for you, and that's fine. I think it's not one of those games where you think it might be for you until you get your hands on it, and then when you've got it in your hand...
Something could be under any rock. This corner of the world is called Bricktown.
Right. There's a lot of stuff on screen right now, isn't there? You know, it's not one of those games where it looks good and then when you finally have a controller in your hand you realise, oh no, it's not. So if you actually are looking at this and think, this is for me, then that's fine. You probably should give it a go. But if you're looking at it and think, oh, this might not be for me, you're probably right. Like, I think kind of what you see is what you get with this game. And if you have been somewhat underwhelmed by, well, either underwhelmed in the sense that it's not the big hitter that you hoped it would be, or overwhelmed in the sense that there's so much going on in this game that it kind of almost puts you off, then I would argue that maybe this is one to avoid. Certainly at the price that it's selling for, you know. Ooh. Hello, am I alive?
It's Peekaboo Park. Young ones love this sort of place.
So there you go. That's a bit of Biomutant. I'm not going to be continuing with this next week, but as I say, I thought it was something worth playing on stream, just to give people an idea who were maybe interested in this game, whether or not it's going to be something that's good for them. And as I say, if you like what you see, give it a go. You'll probably actually like playing it, because it is a case of what you see is what you get. If you don't like what you see, then hopefully I've even still done a service in another way, in that maybe I've put you off buying it when maybe it's not something you should be sinking $60 into. But absolutely give it a go if it's something that excites you based on what you've seen today, because there's definitely an audience for this. You know, it's not super buggy, it's not badly made, so in that respect there's no reason for me to not recommend it to people who are genuinely still looking at this and thinking about playing it. Velociraptor Lightsaber says I might get it on Steam sale. Yeah. Glad to have had a look, says Star Wall. What is next week then, says Slasher? Well, that's a good question, actually. Oh, hello. There's a few games that I really want to play on stream. Maybe I'll do a poll on Twitter or something to work out which one there's the most demand for. Off the top of my head, and there are more, I really want to play Condemned Criminal Origins. That's a bit of a spooky game where you kind of hang out in horrible crack dens and get attacked by scary people who are lurking in the shadows. It's mostly melee combat. You very, very, very rarely get a gun, so you're kind of going hand to hand with these junkies and terrifying thugs and stuff. That's a great game, and apparently is on Steam, which I didn't know about until very recently. I thought it was a 360 exclusive, so all this time I've been thinking I won't be able to play that on stream, but I will be able to, because I think it's available on Steam. So that's one. I really want to play Halo 3 at long last. As I've said before, it's the main reason I played through Halo 1 and 2 was so that I could get to Halo 3 with enough background context for those who want to know. So Halo 3 is up there, and I will play that at some point. Whether I play it next, I don't know. But as I say, I'll probably do a Twitter poll, and I'll have to think about the other games that I was thinking of playing. Let me look at my phone note, because it might be worth just throwing some out there. I've got one here somewhere that says games that I want to play on stream. Oh yeah, here we go. So some that I'd like to play, but I don't know if I'll be able to get them working. Star Wars Droid Works and Goosebumps Escape from Horrorland are both old PC games that I would love to play on stream, but I don't know if I will ever manage it. And what else is there? I optimistically wrote Cyberpunk 2077 on here about 6 months before the game released. Maybe one to cross off the list for now. Yeah. Oh man, there's a few here. I'll have to do a Twitter poll, I think, about that. Get some audience ideas. So I'm at that Peter Austin on Twitter. You can go check me out there, where I'll be doing a poll at some point, probably this week, working out what I'm going to play next. But here we go. That's a bit of Biomutant for you. Thanks for being with me today. Hope you enjoyed yourselves. And stick with us at Triple Jump, especially over on YouTube where we do streams as well, for not only all the usual stuff this week. We've got a Worst Games Ever coming out at the end of the week, on top of all the other stuff that we're really busy with, E3 things and stuff. But yeah, we've got a Worst Games Ever coming out on Sunday, for non-patrons, but for Hot and Fresh.
Yeah.
Thanks for the stream, Peter.
Oh, Mr. Black, you're very welcome. Thanks for the blips, Mr. Black. So for non-patrons or patrons of like the bottom tier, it's available on Sunday. For the patrons of Hot and Fresh tier or above, available on Friday. Exciting. We have got a stream tomorrow on YouTube, so make sure you're there for that. Don't miss that, because we're not streaming on Thursday in the usual sense. We'll be doing our E3 Summer Games Fest coverage, but
thanks for the stream. Hope you continue having a wonderful day.
But there you go. Ben will be streaming solo as well on Friday, I'm sure. We've got 3 lists going out in the middle of the week, as we always do now. We'll be doing what happened at videos for every single E3 conference that we watch as well. So kind of a live reactions and then a more kind of conversational recap. Ben and I will be on Facecam together. Let me move over to this. And then what else is going out? We've got the podcast as well, of course, going out on Saturday. And then over the weekend, that's when E3 truly starts. So that is, like on Sunday, there's going to be... Well, so on Saturday is Ubisoft Forward. Then on Sunday, we've got Xbox Bethesda and Square Enix as well. And then on Tuesday, we've got Nintendo Direct. And then on Wednesday, we're going to work out who won our E3 predictions little mini contest. So while E3 does technically begin this week, I sort of quote-unquote said that E3 stuff kind of starts next week, because it's as of Saturday, really, that we're really going to be reacting to things and stuff. But yes, the first E3 live stream and what happened that will be on Thursday. So that's Summer Games Fest. So that's very exciting. And I hope you've enjoyed.
Sorry I missed the stream.
Don't be sorry, Macy. What, with 1,000 blips? Goodness gracious. No one must ever use the word sorry whilst also giving 1,000 blips in a cheer. That doesn't make any sense. Thank you very much indeed. And if you want to check out the stream, it'll be available in VOD form over on the VODs channel. TripleJ.mup, that's triplejut.mp/VODs. Or just head to YouTube and look for TripleJump VODs. They both go to the same place. TripleJ.mup/VODs just redirects you to YouTube. So there you go. The E3 coverage starts this week at the tail end of the week, and then over the weekend and at the start of next week as well is kind of the bulk of it. Very exciting stuff, and we'll talk predictions as well, Ben and I, this week on the channel. So make sure you subscribe to us on YouTube, youtube.com/Team TripleJump. And that's where we'll be doing lots of E3 videos and live streams. So there'll be plenty of non-live videos there for you too. So I hope you enjoy it all. I'm looking forward to it all. And despite the fact that we'll be working extra hard, that's fine. That's what it's all about, isn't it? Great. Well, I will catch you all on tomorrow. In fact, I'll catch you on tomorrow for either our moved joint Blaze It stream, moved from Thursday to Tuesday, if you want to think of it like that, or it's a bonus one on a Tuesday, but the Thursday one is not happening. But then also we will be streaming on Thursday because there's E3, but it's not a usual joint Blaze It stream. You think about it in your head however you wanna make sense of it. But we're streaming tomorrow. We're not playing Resident Evil on Thursday, but we will be doing an E3 stream on Thursday. Check out our social media to stay up to date on everything that we're doing. It's video games Christmas week this week and next week. That's what E3 is, and it gets very busy and slightly confusing. But all you need to know is there's loads of content going out on TripleJump, so that's got to be good, right? Thank you, mods. Thank you, bit givers, donors, and subscribers, and everyone in the chat. And I will see you all, if you're around, tomorrow on YouTube. Cool. See you then, everybody. Bye-bye.